thank you all who made it possible. First and foremost, the parliamentarians who allow us to be here. But secondly, the CRY staff, who I regularly come in and see setting up this event in a very few minutes to make it look like it's been here all the time. The families who are here, vitally important. CRY is the families, and I'm not just a trustee, I'm one of the families too. And then, really importantly today, friends who often get forgotten. I'm just going to say three things about the issues around CRY. You've heard me say them before. 12 young people a week die of undiagnosed conditions. I say that because there may be some MPs here who haven't heard that. 80% of them have had no symptoms at all. An appropriate screening, something that CRY campaigns for, could reduce this by 89%. So what's CRY doing about it? Firstly, we train family volunteers to become bereavement support experts, and they work with families to help them with their grief. I know I've been helped and I've been a bereavement supporter. Secondly, we fund research, and Sanjay Sharma, who's here and will speak later, leads our research efforts. Thirdly, there's coroners and pathology, and Mary Shepherd helps explain to families what has happened, supports the families, and helps identify what might be the matter. Then there is screening, helping prevent more loss, not just screening families who we've identified at risk, but screening generally. GPs are now even directing young people to the Test My Heart website. This year, there'll be more than 25,000 screenings in the community and sports clubs. 25,000. We also raise awareness. Public, health professionals and government are all targets of ours. The CRY My Heart network works with those with existing conditions, offering expert support and the opportunity to discuss matters with their peers. We provide information for families, and I know full well when you lose someone, you want to know why. All of these vital activities benefit from the support of our parliamentarians. Thanks to our work with MPs, for example, every family should now be routinely and quickly referred to a cardiology specialist within the NHS. As part of our support to the bereaved, we've produced a series of booklets for fathers, mothers, siblings, partners, and now also friends. In these booklets, CRY families and friends relate their experiences when someone suddenly dies, so that others can see the huge range of feelings, responses, and experiences that are all perfectly normal. Whilst friends feel all the intensity of a sudden loss, and friends provide help and support to families and to CRY, they themselves can also be left out, having no formal role when a young person suddenly dies. I hope that this, in some ways, redresses that. The Friends booklet, compiled by Alison Cox, provides an excellent resource for anyone dealing with the loss from a friend's perspective. Finally, thank you again to everyone who supports CRY, to all those who have made this event possible, and to Alison and those who contributed to the Friends booklet. CRY manages to punch above its weight without major corporate donors or public sector funding, because in addition to the grassroots fundraising that keeps us going from friends and family, CRY staff and supporters work incredibly hard to get things done, and because parliamentarians help us to get a voice heard. Thank you all.